And hey guys, and welcome back to another stream today. We are here late, but not as late as always, but we are ending early today. For those of you who don't know, I do have an interview today, so I'll be ending stream. What time did I say I'd be ending stream? Let me see what I said on Discord. Let me make sure. So I think I'm going to be ending, yeah, 2:30 my time. So we'll be ending stream in about 3 hours. Wow, that's short. Dang, that's short. Oh well, not much we can do. So we'll actually be ending stream in about 3 hours today because I have an interview that I need to do at 3:30. So I want to make sure I'm studied for it. I emailed the person and asked about like what I can expect on the interview. Oh, they responded. Let me see what this says. Okay. Standard technical and business type questions will be asked, so we'll see what happens. Short stream and started late. Wow, so shocked. Hey, I usually, honestly, these days, on average, I've been going late. I've actually been streaming later than I've been intending to stream. In fact, I've been going over a lot these days, I would say. So I don't want to hear it. I actually don't want to hear it. I've been streaming a good amount of time. Anyway, let's go and say hello to the people in chat. Hello, Stamina. Congratulations on being first. Hello, Patrick. It's been a while. And hello, Hannah. Welcome on into the stream. Of course, hello to any of the lurkers in chat too. I wonder if anyone's even here, considering how early I am for my reputation. Probably not. But you know, at least we got some. At least we got a few people who, you know, I'm gonna show up on time one of these days, and then no one's gonna be here to start a stream. I'm gonna have conditioned you all so well to expect me to start late that by the one time I do start on stream, no one's going to be there. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll eventually get everyone reconditioned to me starting on time when I actually start on time. That actually happened? Yes. Well, this is earlier than you thought. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No one's expecting me to go start on time, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We're working on fixing it. I actually woke up on like at a good time today too, but I was like, I don't know, I was looking over interview stuff. So fun fact, so for my interview today, they're like, oh, we'll send you an invite link for today's interview. I was like, okay. The whole week passes by. They never send me the invite. I was like, I send a message out on what was it, Saturday? I send an email on Saturday. It's like, hey, I never actually got the email. And then of course, since it's the weekend, no one's working. So then they flip and just go. It waits until today, till Monday, and I'm like, oh, hey, I still don't have my email link. And then they eventually this morning they emailed me. So now I have the link to the actual interview. But yeah, so that was, you know, fun, I suppose. Waiting around for that. See, and then I also have an interview tomorrow, so I'll be starting to stream late tomorrow. Yeah, this week's a little scuffed, I'm not gonna lie, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, this week marks the start of our, what is it called? Red Dead Redemption week. As much as I wish I had a whole cowboy and a whole scarf thing, I don't. We don't have quite the setup we'd like for that, but it's fine. Today, we're just going to go ahead and start Red Dead Redemption 2, though. This is a game that was redeemed back on the Charity Christmas stream. Well, not redeemed, but earned? Won? I don't know. A milestone that was hit over on the Charity Christmas stream. So we are going to be playing that because we've spun a wheel with a bunch of games that people put votes in for, and this is what it ended up being. Welcome in, Spade. What have I ever on time? When was the last time I was on time? I wish there was a way to check this. I really should have like a days since on times like counter. Maybe I'll make one right now, but then I'd have to keep track of like when I was last on time. During my bet? Oh, yeah, there's my bet with Advent Avguard, right? I had my bet with Advent Avguard recently. In fact, I think I just watched that VOD, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just watched that VOD, and it was 11 days ago. I think it was 12 days ago. Wait. I actually don't remember. Dang, this would be a fun stat to have. If only I could figure it out somehow. Okay, so the bet was taken 11 days ago. So I think on the 10th day, I believe that means on the 10th day. Let me see. I want to see when I was last on time, and then I'm gonna add a counter on stream. Yep. I'm eating lunch here. So I was last on time 11 days ago. All right, here we go. Here we go. January 23rd. Okay, well, I was busy scrubbing through my VODs, okay? I didn't expect chat to do work for me. So on time when money is on the line. Of course, that's the only time I'm ever going to be on time. When something's actually at stake. Let's see. Add existing, create new. Let's see. On time counter. All right. So last time we were on time was how do I phrase this? I don't want to put last time on time because that just sounds redundant. How should I put this? On time. Days since on time. Not late. Remember that month where I had to gift the sub if I showed up late? Yep. What a glorious month that was. Too bad we can't go back to those times. And I was on time up till like 3 days before the end. To be fair, you know, honestly, I'm surprised I didn't miss more days on that month. This is awful, not the song, not the song, the loop. The loop, I see. You're saying you don't enjoy this song looping over and over by itself? All right, well, let's see what you got, Patrick. Thank you for the song request. Classic. Classic. What else would I expect from this guy? This is even the first time you redeemed this loop, I'm pretty sure. Okay, anyway, so days since being on time. That's just what we'll label it. I don't want to just put as days since on time because grammatically that sounds wrong. So it's going to be as days since being on time. And we'll just leave it on this screen. I guess I can just put it as days since on time. I didn't like it last time. It's because it cuts abruptly. No, I like the Tem Shop thing. I'm pretty sure I did like it. I don't think I didn't like it. I enjoy the Temmie Shop theme. I mean, I'm a big Undertale fan, so I wouldn't see why I wouldn't like it. Okay, there we go. Days since on time 10. All right. Now we just have to fix that. We're gonna aim to make that a 0 next time, guys. But we'll see. We'll see. Wait, so is it 10 including? So if I was on time on the 23rd, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. So it's actually where'd my music go? Oh, it literally just abruptly cuts off. This is why I didn't like this loop. Okay, so days since on time. Well, is it technically 11? So I was on time on the 12th day back. I don't know how that works. It's fine. Anyway, before we get started into Red Dead Redemption 2, we are going to do our coding problem, especially because we have an interview today. So it's probably all the more important that we actually practice for ourselves. So let me pull up neatcode.io, and then I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to... What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Share my screen. Wow, I totally spaced there. I don't even know what happened. Let me grab the neat code and let's do the problem real quick, shall we? Get this out of the way. Maybe I should do 2 problems. Honestly, if the problem's hard enough, it might take me all stream. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I should supposed to change the... That's what I was gonna do. I was remembering I needed to do something. I need to set game, software, and game dev. Okay. Give an array of strings, group all anagrams into sublists. You may return the output in any order. See, why does it cut off there? Patrick, why do you not pick like a better loop? An anagram, like literally in the game, it loops better than this. An anagram is a string that contains the same characters. I've literally done this, but what is it? But like the output's a little different. It groups together everything that is an anagram of itself. I see. If I remember correctly, they did like this. They went through each letter and they added it. Man, I've literally done this a problem like this, and I can't remember the solution. I just remember they did like something with like the ASCII. First of all, what is the ASCII value? To get char. No. Is it like minus 60? No, it's like minus 32. What to subtract from ASCII? What to subtract from char to get ASCII value? I guess I can just minus A. Yeah, that works. So the whole point is I can just do this math. I remember they did something like this, and it was just like, what do I do? What do I do? So they're all made up of lowercase letters. So for int I... No, wait, what do I do? So I need to go through each word. Man, this music's gonna drive me insane. More seconds, and then I'm free. Okay, we're done. We're free. We'll also skip off this song. Okay. So let's think. I need to go through each of the words in the list. So I might as well do for each for that one. But the problem is it's going to turn out to be an n-squared solution, which I really don't like. Oh, my chat's disconnected. Very fun. Alright, well, okay, we're back. For each string S in stirs. So we have to go through each string at least. And then is there any way I can just not go through the letters? Obviously, I need a dictionary. Let's make a dictionary. String. Letters equals new dictionary. Okay, so then from here... what should we do? What should we do, guys? So the thing about this that makes this different is that there's going to be multiple anagrams. Which theoretically should just be the same anyway. Technically this would be n plus m because the strings length and the number of strings is different. Okay, let's think. I don't think there's a better way to do this. I think I just have to do it like I did it originally. Because I'm not comparing two words, I'm comparing multiple words. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna basically replicate our previous solution we had. So we're gonna go through the string. So this complexity is gonna be n plus m, which isn't as bad as n squared, but it's not great. No, n times n, which isn't great. I'm sure there's a faster way to do it. I just don't know what it would be. I was thinking like maybe we can sort the letters and then go and compare them all. But I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so then what we need, so we actually need to store in the index. Wait, what do we need to store here? I think I need a list. of integers. Because then in here, I'm going to... Wait, no, this doesn't work. Wait a second. Wait, this is harder than I thought. I didn't realize that having multiple words would increase the complexity so much. How do I return a sublist anyway? I'm not gonna lie, I'm lost. I guess chat should just get a working solution. I should just get a working solution and then I can complain about it afterwards. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we need to do, we need to go through, we need to get each word into its containers. So we're not getting Red Dead today, not at the rate I'm coding at. We'll see, we need to get each of the letters into their containers. So I need a list of lists, right? What am I returning here? Anyway. I'm returning a list of lists. That's so interesting. Can I play this song? I guess we'll find out. Wait, is this from the anime or the game? This is from the game and the anime. I forget. I can't listen to lyrics. It's too distracting for me to listen to lyrics. I can't do this. So we need to go through, we need to add each letter. I think my initial dictionary approach right now is wrong. I think I need to think about what goes into here. Poems that can be multiple. There can be multiple groups like this. It's not if I'm just returning if they are or aren't anagrams of each other. So I have to figure out what all the separate anagrams are and then group them in a single spot or in multiple spots. So let's see. Okay, let's do an example. So we go through. Let's grab act. We grab act. We'll sort into its letters. It stays act actually, and then we go through and we check if this is an anagram. We check if this is an anagram. We check if this is an anagram. It is an anagram. So we sorted it out to act, and then go through, and then none of the rest are anagrams. We can now add these. There's got to be a simpler solution. Doesn't matter. We gotta get a solution. You know how you would do it? Great. I'm so glad, Point Nav. We have a method to list. It'd be funny if you banned C# off of this. No, I'm too far in at this point. You're here too late. You need to be here earlier for that. Whoops. Does C# have an empty method? List C#. Empty? Count? I guess I have to do count equals... No, it's gotta have an empty method, right? Or not. I guess I can just do count equals 0. Oh, man. My complexity is gonna be so bad. Both memory and, I think, time-wise. I'm sure optimally it'd be n times n, but I can't figure out how to get that. Let's see, results. So this is what we have to return. This is what we're just converting into. This needs to change. Something about that needs to change. I'm not sure what. And then let's see. For each string... we're going to pop out the first string into the string list. So then we go into results. Dot add. Wait. We should do a counter for current anagram. So we need an int. Current. Let's do entries, I guess. Entries equals 0. And then results at entries equals... no, wait, results at entries dot add s, and at the end of this, entries plus plus and we also need to remove s, so then strs list dot remove s. And then we need to go through and we need to check each one and then add it. We can do... so we don't want to do this in here. We're going to do this outside. So we want to do this out here. We go ahead and do a temporary string. I don't know if it's by reference or not, so we're just going to do a temporary string. String temp equals s dot sort C# string. It's a sort, right? No. For characters in string, we have a method for this. Do this. Oh, you have to put it into character array. I see. Let's take this method. This method is now mine. So we can just do sort string s. You're thinking m times n, but you imagine that I may do m times n log n? We'll see. I actually don't even know what my complexity here is. Should probably analyze it at the end. Well, for now, as I said, I'm aiming to get a working entry before anything else, even if I end up going for optimizing it later or not. Let's see. U to N times N log N. I see. Simple. Well, clearly my solution is not as simple as yours. And if it is, then I don't think it's that simple. I think I'm over convoluting this for sure. If you haven't really looked at my solution, you're currently listening to a meeting for work. That's fair. Oh, S doesn't exist in this universe. This has to be stirs list at 0. Can I access string list like? Can I access lists like this? How do I access stuff? Can I access this by index? Yep. Okay, so we can get the specific index. Okay, and then if temp equals main string, then we can okay. If temp equals main string, then we can do this. We can add S. And then we can remove S. If temp equals main string, we can add and remove that entry. It finishes up. And then at the very end of all this, we can return results. Let's try running it. It's a solution, I think. It should work. Never mind. Can I convert string to enumerable? Let's see. Where is this happening? Line 10. Okay, what's wrong here? So the exact same issue. Cannot convert string to, I wish I had a location. This is failing. I can't. I suppose I can't debug here, can I? Nope, of course not. Line 10, character 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, okay, so it's not this. It literally can't be this line. Nice live stream. Thank you. Thank you. You follow me on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sophos. Not gonna lie, I'm currently molding over this problem. Help with yours too. Let's see. Go to channel. Mr. Sophos. Ah, you also do gaming. I see, I see. All right, I'll subscribe. I'll subscribe, Mr. Sophos. I'll check this out later, though. Now, what was I doing? Oh, why is this throwing an error? Why can't I just debug? I just want to know where the error is getting thrown. Okay, let's just step through. That's the best way to go about this. Make a new list of strings. It's this. Okay, now it shouldn't throw error. Okay. Must be non-negative and less than the size of collection. Index was out of range. Oh, and then if we should do if 0. No, wait, if it equals 0. Wait. What? Where did this happen? What line? Group line 15? No, that doesn't make sense. Index was out of range. Must be non-negative and less than the size of the collection. What's... Ooh, let's see. First of all, let's see where we're accessing things. That's gonna be the key to figuring out where it's even going out of bounds. This is not accessing anything. Hello, Justin. This is not accessing anything. My interview is actually in 2 hours. So I will get back to you about that in 2 hours. Well, I won't get back to you in 2 hours, but my interview is in 2 hours. We might not even start the game, actually. I might just change this to... I don't know. Let's see, like... If it's in 2 hours, is it worth starting the game? I don't know, we can start it. I don't know, it feels wrong to start the game with only 2 hours of stream. Honestly, maybe I change today's stream. Today's stream is just gonna be practicing for my interview. Practicing for my interview. We'll just do study stuff, and we'll start Red Dead later. Maybe I'll stream it again later tonight, so I can just get ready for my interview. For now, coding, interview, English. Let me change my YouTube details here. I'm gonna hide these. I don't know if there's anything important ever on here, but just in case, I'm gonna obfuscate these details. Practicing. And I'm gonna change all my YouTube details for my gaming for my interviews. No, I'm not. I will not be gaming for my interviews. Just gotta practice. Practicing for my interview. Did I not hit save? Oh, no, I did. Practicing for my interview, and then we'll do this again later. Change my thumbnail. Just do my generic going live screen, and remove this from the Red Dead Redemption playlist because obviously this is not that. Okay. Back to the problem. I'm not trying to listen to this. This is not what I'm trying to listen to either. There we go. Okay, back to the problem. Truly going just chatting? Is this really just chatting? There's literally a category for this on Twitch, to be fair. This is literally software and game development, although it's just software in my case. What was I doing? Oh yeah, figuring out why my index was out of range. So we don't access here, we don't access here. We do access here. So this removes the wrong thing. That's why. No, this doesn't. So the results, it adds this entry, and then it removes this. And it goes through all the rest of the strings. May you recommend listening to all the Fall Guys? No, we will not be listening to all the Fall Guys OST. Hero Puppy spends his hard-earned channel points in that. We don't just give it to him for free. It's got to be one of these two places. It's got to be in this remove, or it's got to be in this remove. But that doesn't make sense since I'm removing an entry that should theoretically already be there. So let's say I remove this from string list. Is it because of the way I'm accessing? And I'm not going in order maybe? So do I have to do a 4 here instead? I do a 4 int I equals 0. As long as I is less than stirs list dot count? Is it count or length? I actually don't know. I plus plus list. Is it count or length for you? Count. And then we go ahead and just access stirs list at I. And we just change this to all stirs list at I's. Maybe this might fix it. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with it. Nope. Now, where is this currently failing? Honestly, I have half of mine just open a Visual Studio and just debug through. Whoa, welcome, Void. Has been a while. Interview? Yes, I am doing an interview in 2 hours for like a software position. So I am currently practicing for that. Or at least I'm trying to. Honestly, I'm opening a Visual Studio. Which company? I don't think I'm gonna specify which company. It's not like it's a big one. So it's, well, is it local? I don't know, but the job is in location. I'm gonna create a new project. Just give me a console application. No, all good. No need to apologize. I just probably, yeah, not gonna specify is all. Do I need a console application? Probably not. What do I need to open? The main program? Create new project. And we can just do a, not a Windows form. Class library? No. Probably just open up like a main project. Yeah, whatever. Let's just open this, I guess. You've worked with C++, but not that much C#. Ah, I see. Probably would be a fan of your work then. Get concatenation. What is this? Oh, do I have to state this inside of the solution? Oh, that might be it. Maybe not, I don't know actually. Let me try running this, and if this doesn't work, then I'm going to probably... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just move this into C# or into Visual Studio. Let me just grab stuff, move it over. You joined my Discord server. Thank you, thank you. And anyone else can also join my Discord server simply by hitting !Discord. You can see what my link is to my server. Anagrams with words. Okay, and this should run it. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up on Visual Studio. Let's all move, guys. We're going here now. Okay, here we go. This is what we're working off of now. So I believe this should just be able to test. Let's go and debug. Start debugging. So then we have our list of strings. It's got all 6, all 5, I mean. Got all 5 strings. Wait, 5. There should be 6. Hold on. Something's wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, there are 6. Okay, I was counting. Okay, we're good. Where am I coding? Okay, now you can. What's the question, by the way? I will just send you a link, Void. That'll be the easiest way. I am currently doing this problem on this website. And I'm currently getting an out of bounds error, so I'm trying to fix that. There it is. Right at the start. Okay, add. Why is this failing? Result entries. What is entries, I guess, in this case? Oh, I see what the issue here is now. Brother of leak code, neat code. Yep, that's right. I see what the issue is now. This is never nothing. There's nothing in result initially at all. So we have to add this first entry. So every time you go through this, it should technically be a new entry being added. So we should just be able to do results. In fact, we shouldn't need entries. We should just be able to do results.add a list of strings. And I just do add like a new list of strings. I apparently can't. I actually have no idea how to do this. So we can just do new list of strings empty equals new list of strings, and then we can do result.add empty, and then at empty does not exist in current context. What does that mean? This does not need a new. So then we add empty, and then at okay, let's test things out. It should now theoretically work. You're back? How have I been? Okay. We've been doing fine, I suppose. 1 second. Yeah, we are coding right now because I'm trying to practice for my interview. So stop should not be here right now. Currently my code is failing. So why did stop not get sorted in? I guess let's figure it out. Let's go back to here and restart the code. You're done? Done for the streamer? Yes, we get a point tab. Congratulations. You make it sound like that's not the average case. Let's look at what's the... Let's get a watch on Stirs List I. So I'm gonna wait until it's stop. Okay, I messed up. So it's pot. Wait, what are the words in this list anyway? You got pots, tops, and stop. Something got messed up along the way. I don't know what happened. So right now it's pots. That's the first one. And then it should be tops, and then cats, and then it should be stop. But it's not. It turns into hat. What happens? Where did stop go? Oh, I got it. How ready do I think I am for my interview? I honestly have no idea. I am realizing I am skipping over words right now because I'm editing the string list, which is causing issues. So I should actually go back to this being a for each. For each string S in stirs list. And then we should go back to this being S. And then this should go back to working. So now this should be S first of all. So it's pots, then tops, then cats. And then since I'm editing it, it fails. Makes sense. You don't know why, but if you ever start playing Marvel Rivals, you put the Bumblebee song up. Like the DDR Bumblebee song? Or what when you say Bumblebee song, like Flight of the Bumblebee? Like what Bumblebee song? Those are the only two Bumblebee songs that I know. Okay, so I can't be editing the list. Honestly, I shouldn't be editing the list though, right? Well, I should at the end. So we can keep track of the entries to remove. Okay, the DDR one, got it. So let me just make a remove list. There's so I'm using so much memory here. Strings stir. No wait. Let's make a new list. String. And then this one's gonna be called remove. This is so much memory. And then we're gonna just add this to remove. We're gonna do remove dot add S. And then for each string S and remove, we're going to for each string S and remove, we're going to remove. No, we're going to do stirs list dot remove. Perfect. And then this should theoretically work now. Let's test it out. So then it goes pots, tops, cats, stop, hats. Okay, it's going through all the values now. Skip down to results, see if any issues are caused. And let's look at my locals. Results has 3 entries. It's got all 3, it looks like. Okay, this is now working solution. Let's copy it back over. Go Go back over to neat code. Where's neat code? You're gonna go grab lunch? Okay, thank you. Enjoy your lunch point now. Neat code. Okay, so this should now be a working solution. Honestly, ever since you used the song while you're playing, you're winning 95% of them? Wow, it's just that easy, isn't it? Isn't that all it takes? You just needed the movie music buff, Void. I don't like listening to music during Marvel Rivals though normally, because for me, that game already has enough input, like enough sounds going on, right? Like I can't even focus on some of the things that are happening. This is taking up so much memory. I don't know. I don't like my solution. Like it's a solution that works, but I'm not happy about it, to say the least. It feels like it's too complex. It works. I wish I could get like a comparison for like how good I did, but it like feels like it's too complex based on what I'm doing. So what is the best solution? M times n log n. Is this what I'm doing? I think that's what I'm doing. M times n. So this is the solution I should have done. I have no idea what to say. You know what? I will say that is something I enjoy about leak code. It does give me like a performance review for like how good or bad I did in comparison to other people. And I can see if it's like very clearly good or bad. I actually can't tell. I think mine's m log n. I'm trying to see this though. So it goes through, here we go. It goes through all the strings and then it sets up a thing for all the characters again. That's what I looked at last time. Yep, sets up all the characters. Adds up the characters. And then what is this join doing? Honestly, like programming code, you feel the pain. You barely manage to pass when you're in those classes. Yep. I mean, this is my entire major, so I wasn't like that, but it is nerve-wracking doing these interviews for sure, Spade. Okay, I think I actually don't know what complexity is here. You made a new account in which you're trying to reach gold rank and higher, but you only use Star-Lord. Wait, what's your pink rank again, Void? How high did you get? Want to stream together someday? I mean, I'm open to playing with people. Wait, do you stream, Void? You're gonna start. Wow. Well, if you want to play together, I'm always happy to play together, I suppose. You have a decent PC for it? I see. Wait, your peak rank is silver 3, but you're gonna but you already made a new. Why are you making a smurf when your peak is only silver 3? What? Why not just do it on your main account? Okay, let's see. Not the song again. No. Honestly, I have no idea what complexity is. It goes through all the strings and then hits them. I need point nav or Tremblay to help me analyze this. So it goes through all the strings. And then for each string in the list, it'll go through all the characters. And then this is just pretty negligible right here. Wait, isn't this M times N? Am I crazy? You're not smurfing, you want to account in which the statistic for Star-Lord is only 10 hours plus without using other heroes. I see. Kind of interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't just still play on your normal account. I guess it's funnier to look at, but I don't know. It feels like a shame to just throw away all the progress you made on your main account. Trouble, if you're around and not in your meeting, just help me analyze my big O complexity. Because I'm pretty sure it's actually just M times N, but I'm not entirely sure. Sorting the characters, no, that's a small thing. Once I'm done with my interview, I'm streaming again. That's what I was wondering. I'm wondering if I should just stream again. I might just do an evening stream today. I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure it out, Justin. Yeah, you know what? If you want updates, you can join my Discord. No, but I think I will stream again. I just don't know if I'm gonna stream right after my interview or if I'm gonna stream after I eat dinner. I'll have to figure that out. But I'm pretty sure I will stream again. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's because like I really did want to play a game today, but it's just like, with the amount of time that I have, it's just not right now. When you join Marvel Rivals, the game gave you a default username, and it was your dad number 2. But you can change that though. Void, you can literally change it. It's so easy. It's literally in your profiles. Software and game development for me. Yep, we just solved a problem, and I'm trying to examine its legal complexity. I think it's pretty good actually, but I'm not sure. You won't? Okay, well that's on you then. It's cool. Oh, you like it? I see. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good. I think it's a fine solution. I'll come back. I'll leave this up for Trombley to come look at. Trombley or PointNet to come look at later, I suppose. But I think my complexity isn't bad actually. People calling GG well played. Sons. Since I'm using C#, I should know that C# and Java are the same ancestor language and split due to legal reasons. If I know one language, I basically know the other. I am aware that like I'm very familiar with Java. I didn't realize it was because of legal reasons that they split. But yes, I was very well aware that they are similar. What is this? I have to keep an eye on my emails, by the way. I apologize because I have to make sure that I have nothing from my like my emailers, my interviewers is coming in. C++ and C watching from the corner. Hey, you know, C++ has got its thing going for it. Whilst it's not as friendly, you know, everyone knows it's the fastest. You recommend learning one of the two and then doing a project in both. But I mean, I've worked in both before too, to be fair, Moonpie Dumplings. But yeah, I do usually, they send me a link for the interview now. Yes, I do have an interview link now, so I just have to make sure I get in there by, you know, 3:20-ish. So I have an awkward amount of time to fill. It's 12:38, but I don't really want to start Red Dead Redemption in the amount of time I have. They split. You believe that Microsoft wanted to build upon Java and Oracle said no, so Microsoft wanted to make their own. Wait, Trombley, I have a quick question. Can you help me analyze my big O notation here? What is my complexity? I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in, but it's like this. Can you help me analyze my big O notation here, Trombley? Or anyone else in chat, I suppose. But I believe my solution is M times N, if I'm not mistaken. Where M is the number of strings in the string list, and N is the number... Wait. Yeah, wait, M is the number of strings in the list, and N is the number of... You'll snip it and take a look? Okay, sounds good. So let me know when you're done snipping. I'm assuming you're done snipping it. I mean, you can always pull up. You always have YouTube. You can always pull up technically. It's fine. I'm sure he's got it. Okay. So while Trombley is helping me analyze that, yeah, what should we do, guys? I have 2 hours. I could do like another problem. I could play like a shorter game. The biggest thing is I just don't want to start Red Dead Redemption right now, but I'm not sure what I'd like to do in this time. Oracle's in a tech company with a legal team. They're a legal company with a tech team. I see. Oracle's a horrible company. It has sued the entire companies for one user having Oracle Java. What do you mean for having Oracle Java? What does that mean? Basically, Microsoft didn't want to deal with that threat. They did add features though, but that's the main reason projects have split from Oracle. I see. I don't think that makes them a horrible company, but you know. Basically, Oracle Java is free for personal use, but not for companies. That's normal. That's totally normal, I would say. Is it yapping time? I I don't think I can even yap for 2 hours. As I said, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I just don't know what to do is the issue. It's something I should do something in this amount of time. I'm just not sure what I should be doing. Time to practice the other part of my what other part of my interview? Like the business part, the 254 countries flags quiz. Turn it into John. Oh boy. My worst nightmare. Is it complete? It is completely normal, but most companies won't immediately attempt to sue another company for one user having possibly accidentally installed their version. Maybe I don't know. I honestly have no idea. What is my biggest weakness? Oh man. Loving too hard and caring too much. No, man, I hate these interview questions. Speaking of, I should probably study up on interview type questions, I guess. Wait, actually, real quick, I'm going to be, we'll do practice interview questions in just a second, Hannah. Let me run to the bathroom first, you know. Gotta get my nervous bowels out. So I'll be right back. Everyone chill here. Enjoy some more Persona 4 music. And then we'll go back to interview. Yeah, pull out your actual list. Oh boy, we'll go back to doing interview questions afterwards, I suppose. So sit tight and we'll be back right after. I'm back. Oh gosh. Someone also remind me to get changed for my interview. All right. You just had a cinnamon roll donut. It was good. Well, good for you. The problem with my solution is I'm using a list, which is basically a well-managed array. When I use the remove function, it requires a potential worst-case operation of O of n. Well, it's not O of n, right? I'm sure their list. I'm sure C#. I'm sure the base list removal is not O of n. Like, I'm sure they have a well-optimized like remove solution for their list, Tremblay. I don't know how the remove function works though. And even then, that n is entirely different, right? It's like that's a wait, what n would that be? So I guess it's the list of number of words in the thing. Well, you're a little late, Gel, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by and wishing me an affiliate anniversary. A belated one, but it works. You love a good cinnamon roll donut. That reminds you should probably grab some food. That would probably be good. Food is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie though. I think something I ate earlier did not agree with my stomach because I was sitting on that toilet for a while. This is fine for memory space cases that don't require. This is fine for memory space cases that don't require a lot of elements. For anything in the thousands of elements, you're better using a hash map in those cases than a array list is what you're saying. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Thank you, Spade. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So instead of using a list, I use a hash map, so it can just and instantly find what I'm trying to remove and pop it out. Sure, okay. And then I technically don't need any duplicates, right? Wait, do I know? Wait, but the only issue with that is do I know that there's new duplicates for sure? I don't think the problem is Tremblay. It's like, what if there is duplicates, right? Because if there is the possibility of duplicates, then a hash map wouldn't work. Also, rather than a map, it'd just be better to do a set, right? To take up less memory. Okay, so while I guess Hannah's grabbing food, let's go over just some basic technical stuff I should probably know. Hash map store counts of each character appearances. Oh, store counts of each character appearance. I guess. So just use a bunch of hash maps. So basically it's like, it's either whether I want to use time complexity or memory complexity, right? Because if I do a hash map with all the character appearances, that'd just be a lot of memory, right? Well, I don't know about a lot of memory, but it'd be more memory at the very least. Okay, so I have like this document that I recently went through for my other interview because they just handed it to me. Like stuff that'd be good for me to know. I can do with one hash map. Hash map stores count. Let's see. I can store all the different characters for all the different words in a single hash map. How would that work? Because let me pull the problem. Let me pull the problem, I guess. Because if I had a hash map, it would just grab. It would grab, like, let's say I grab all the letters for ACT, okay? And then I need to keep that separately because I need to keep track of every word that has ACT in it. And I need a separate hash map for the ones that I'm keeping track of, like POTS, right? So I would need a separate hash map per anagram. No? Think of a pair of string, list, string. Yeah, but string, list, string. Yeah, I would. But like, in order to keep track of the separate characters, I would still need a separate hash map per character. Am I mistaken about that? Because like, let's say we have a string of list strings, right? So we have what, the base word, maybe like the sorted version of the word, and then wait, wouldn't it be list chars too if you want to keep track of the characters? I guess we could have that actually. So we could have like a sorted version. Well, trying to think. I could actually technically just sort the characters and have it be string. Yeah, I could actually just have it be stringless string. I could sort the characters and then just throw in the non-sorted version of the anagram in the list of strings. Oh wait, actually I could just do that. You're pretty sure it's probably just telling me the second solution in the code, and I'm pretty sure he is. But now that I think about it, isn't my solution also O of m times n though technically? Well, I don't know. I guess worst case technically not because the remove. But now that I think about it, I could technically do a hash map where I have a hash map of strings and list strings, and I sort the string as the key, and then all the list strings go in like that string. You are pretty much what you're thinking anyway. Mine is O of n times n log n. Okay, I sort. I see. I sort the characters though, right? Does that make it n times n log n? Because the characters aren't the strings. If anything, this would be a third variable, no? N is the characters, m is the strings. Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. All right. Well, at least I got a working solution at the end of the day. Anyway, so I have this study guide for programming. These are just generic stuff, but it's like, you know, classic stuff that I should know. This is actually stuff I'm probably the most worried about. Just like if they ask me like, hey, what does this mean? It's like I need to make sure I can actually remember off the top of my head and actually remember what it means. So this is probably what I should be examining and memorizing. You settled for an m log n and m times n log n case. Well, you at least got it faster than I did. Because you didn't feel like optimizing. Okay, so let's go through all these OOP terms, basically. So we have a class versus object. Basically, a class is like the thing you're establishing. We have like shape, and then the object would be like an instance of the shape, like a circle or like a triangle. No need to sort when you got buckets, I guess. So that's the class versus object. We have encapsulation, which is basically you put stuff, you encapsulate, you literally wrap stuff up into a class. And then, I mean, it's literally, these are all definitions I typed up, but I guess I should try to do this without looking at it. So encapsulation is where you wrap up all the data into a class and then basically set your public access, your what is it? You set your access of the object through private, public, and protected. Where public is everyone can access, private is you could only access within the class, and then protected is anyone within the subclass can access it. So like if you had like anything inheriting, those can access it. And then you use getters and setters to access variables that are within the class. Okay, I don't know what class binding is. I literally looked this up and I have no idea what class binding was. Yeah, public, blah blah blah. Yep, still looks good. Okay, getters, setters, access control. Only what needs to be accessed should be allowed access. Yep. Okay, so then we have inheritance next, which is basically where a class inherits from another class. What you have is basically you could have two classes, and then one will be the subclass or the child class will be based on the parent class, and it will take I gotta stop using ums. It will take aspects from the parent class and utilize them in the child class. I don't know what else there is. Hierarchical inheritance, where multiple classes are in a hierarchy, basically just leads down from child to parent, and it keeps going further down and inheriting more and more. Let's see, the ability of creating a new class from an existing class. Inheritance is when an object acquires the properties of another class. Yep. Yep. Okay. Next, we have abstraction. I actually don't remember what the base definition of abstraction is. I'm not gonna lie. Abstraction. What is abstraction? Abstraction is where you abstract out information, where you hide information that is not needed. What is abstraction again? Okay, I need to look at this. A partially built or incomplete class. Oh, it's an abstract class. Oh, wait, is that really what abstraction is? Abstraction. OOP. Hiding complex details and not showing necessary parts. Wait, that is definitely not the definition of abstraction. Yeah, what the heck? Hiding unnecessary details. Necessary details of a class and only showing what is needed. What is a string socket? I don't know. What is a string socket? I don't know what a string socket is. What is a string socket? What? Why are you asking me this? This is important. Is this something I should know? String sockets? Very important question. Is it? Is it really? Am I really gonna remember the server client stuff? Because I don't think someone doesn't pay attention in Discord. When was this said? I don't remember talking about string sockets. What? What was this? I don't remember the. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, and abstraction is where you hide unnecessary details and only show what needs to be shown. And you can have abstract classes where you basically. So there's abstract classes versus, what is the other term again? Interfaces. Okay, and the difference is interfaces, you must define. You must define methods that are within the interface that other classes will basically create their class off of. An abstract class, though, is you do not need to define what the method does, and then the class that is abstracting from it will define the method within welcome back with your food. It's a socket of strings. Great. An abstract class is where you will define the method within the class that you're creating that is using the abstract class. Constructors is basically just a method that creates the object. There's default constructors, which will take in. The default constructor is actually when you don't define the constructor, and it'll just initialize the value, all the base values of the class. Okay, moving on to polymorphism. Polymorphism, I actually don't remember this definition either. See, this is why I need to study. This is why I need to study, guys. What does polymorphism mean again? I'm just gonna read. Let's see. Stems from inheritance. A subclass can define its own unique behavior and still share the same functionalities. Okay. A subclass can have their own behavior and share some behavior from its parent's class, not the other way around. Subclass can have their own behavior and share the behavior of its parents, but the parents can't share class stuff from the parent's child class. Cannot have the behavior of subclass. Yes. Then we have method overriding, which is where you change the definition of a method with a subclass. Yeah, that's it, right? You just change the definition of a method using the subclass. Writing a new method definition to replace the parent's class method. Yep. And then we have method overloading, where you write an alternative version of the method where you are changing the parameters of the method. So you're either changing the number of parameters or the types of parameters it's taking in, so it'll know that if you're calling a different method. Hello, Jesus Saves. Welcome to stream. All right, Hannah, I will be asking for your questions in like just a second. How do I not pull this up like this? Just love peeping in on random people. Jesus is here. Yep. You're just eating? Okay, sounds good. So next we have runtime versus compile time. I mean, that feels pretty straightforward, right? Compile time is stuff that's happening when the code is compiling before like it actually starts running, and then it's actually trying to put all the code together. And then runtime is stuff that occurs while the code is in the process of, operating. Yeah, I don't really know how to give it a better definition than this. Code that happens when it runs, and stuff that happens when it's compiled. Covariance versus contravariance. Okay, I need to remember this. The difference between covariance and contravariance. I know what both of them mean. I just mix up which one is which. Maybe my prayers have finally been answered. Maybe. Okay. So covariance is where you go from something that is less specific to more specific in terms of classes. So when you're trying to utilize a method from like a parent class on a more specific child class, and then contravariance is the opposite. We're trying to use a more specific method from a child class on a parent class, which you should not be doing. Covariance is we're using more specific data type in a more generic way. More specific type in a more generic way. Yeah, so it's what I said, where you use like a parent class's method in a child class, and then contravariance is the opposite. And contravariance is bad, pretty sure. Properties, variables within a class. Yeah, parameters, the arguments a method takes in to operate the method. Dumb question, but what does compile mean? Compile is basically when the code starts getting put together to start working, and it's running through and making sure your code is properly functioning, or there's no errors in your code. I don't actually know how to explain better than that. I'll be honest. I don't know if I should know how to explain better than that. But it's essentially just the step before your code actually starts up, and your code all basically comes together and starts, I don't know, combining. Turn code into machine instruction. Okay, maybe I should put it like that. I don't know. Probably part of it. Computer takes human readable and turns it into beep boops. You know, I'll explain it exactly like that, point nav. And well, that's different from when your code is running. So when your code is running, that's when it's actually just in the operating, and it's actually just looping through, and well, not looping through, but it's basically just doing the process of actually executing the code. Well, I mean, so like especially based on what Tremblay and Pointnap just pointed out. So compiling is when it turns your code into machine instructions, and then running is when it actually starts doing the instructions. Code is going through the machine instructions. Yeah, when it actually starts going through and doing the instructions. Yep, running on the computer is reading the beep boops and doing what the beep boops say to do. There we go. There we go. This is why we have Tremblay and Pointnev here. All right, and then we have to go over data structures. All right, arrays, pros and cons. So arrays can basically hold a, you know, multiple numbers of X thing. And the nice thing about arrays is that they are the memory efficient, because they can save you exactly just the amount of space you need as long as you know what you need it, and has low overhead and is instant access as long as you have the index. Terrible analogy, but you are like when a game is loading assets versus assets are actually viewable. I don't know. Think abstraction. We say an instruction and it translates all the way down to binary instructions that CPU can read. I think I would compare it more like Hannah to like when a game, you are not meant for CS. It's more like when a game is loading versus when the game is running. When it's loading, I would say it's basically, no, honestly, I'd say it's running then too. What would you say like the analogy for a game's compiling is? I mean, there is no such thing as the game compiled. The game's been compiled. Like the ordinary person will never access to when a game is compiling. Like once you open the game, that's everything at that point is just running. Like compiling is not something, not a step like a normal, like a player consumer will ever see. So loading assets versus viewing assets, when assets are actually viewable, are also just running the game. Game is loading when the assets are being allocated in memory. Running the game is just accessing that memory. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's all just running. It's like compiling a set of documents versus reading and following them. I'm sure they have better. I'm sure Pointnev and Tremblay have better analogies at the very least. Anyways, the low overhead, easy access, static size. Yep. So we have an array list, which is a dynamic size, which is a pro. But the problem is it takes up more memory and has more overhead for when it needs to expand, because it's basically just an array in the background, just doing background array mechanics, not mechanics, resizing. And then yeah, once again, easy access. Bigger overhead than array, yep. So we have the linked list, which will take up exactly the amount of space and memory you need it to, because it's pointing to addresses. And it has the ability to go forwards and backwards and easily and quickly access data. The issue is it is harder to access things in the middle of a linked list, even if it's doubly linked, or even if it's set up like a tree, just because you have to still go from the roots. But it is easy to access the start and ends. Consistent memory location, dynamic size. And it also has a dynamic size. Hard to access, yep. Not to make things more complicated, but compilers are not only translate instructions, they attempt to optimize them. Yes. I'm not worrying about this. This is not helping me for my interview. Next up, we have queues. I mean, queues are literally just FIFO, first in, first out. You literally, it's useful for when you need it, but basically it's just when something, whatever gets there first gets handled first. Stack is the exact opposite, LIFO, last in, first out. So like in manufacturing, it's when all the SOPs are put on work order versus when it's actually executed in production. I'm just gonna let you guys resolve that. Anyway, there's also circular queues. So circular queues are literally when the last element of the queue wraps back around to the beginning, the first element of the queue. You're just confused? No, it's okay. I'm saying I'm not the person to explain it. To give better analogies, I'm just gonna let you guys hash that out, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Then we have priority queues where nodes can have where basically things in the queue can have weight, and then the queue will constantly be sorting things based on weight. So you could be like, let's say you're at a fast food restaurant, and then that's probably not. Let's say you're at a fancy restaurant and you have a VIP, and the VIP's meal has a higher weight than the rest of the people's meal, than the peons' meals, and so it will get made first because it's more important. And then we have the double-ended queue, which, I mean, it's probably just a queue you can access from either side. You can pop or add on from either side too. I don't know what determines which side you're adding or popping from, but you know. What an analogy. Yep, that one you got. I'm glad. I'm sure the analogies really help. Okay, we got maps. You got hash map. So hash map is basically where you have a key value, where you have a key and a value, where the key is unique in the hash map, and it allows it instant access because it just sorts instantly to that value, and it allows you to instantly access what's in the value at that point. We have a tree map, which is where I forget what a tree map is. Tree map. The map is sorted according to its natural ordering of keys. This proves to be an efficient way of sorting and storing the key value pairs. The storing order maintained must be consistent with equals, just like any other sorted map, irrespective of the explicit comparators. The tree map implementation is not synchronized in the sense that if the map is accessed by multiple threads, okay. The tree map in Java, okay. So it seems like a tree map is just a sorted hash map, if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't really know how a red-black tree data structure works. Maybe I should look into that. But at the very least, so tree map just seems like it's a sorted hash map. And then we have a linked hash map, which I also don't know. So then we have a linked hash map. Let's see. Stores key value pairs while maintaining the insertion order. So this is just a ordered hash map. Okay. So we have ordered hash map, sorted hash map, and the normal hash map. And then that's just the same thing, except there's no key. Well, except now it's only a key and there's no value to it. And then basically it uses a hash code to access said values, because it uses the value you're trying to store and then throws it into a hash code, throws it against the hash code, which creates ideally a unique key. Well, no, it's going to create a unique key, and if something's already there, I'll push it forward, but that's besides the point. How does spell speed affect after the chain stack? So you basically, if you have a spell speed of 1, you are able to start a chain stack, but you are not able to interact with a chain stack. If you have a spell speed of 2, you could interrupt any chain stack as long as an equal spell speed. And then if you have a spell speed of 3, you can also only interact with the same spell speed. But basically, it goes like this. Any spell speed can start a chain. You weren't actually expecting an answer to that. Any spell speed can start a chain, but then any spell you cannot interact with a chain that has a higher spell speed than your spell speed. Okay, back to relevant information. Equals methods, I mean, it's just literally checking if two values are equal. You can create your own equals methods just to check, just to test if, just to set how things are equal to each other. We have stack versus heap. I accidentally read it, but it's literally what it says here. Stack is local memory, heap is allocated memory. So stack is stuff that's only temporary and then will only get used within certain scope and then quickly deleted after. Heap is allocated memory, so it will get stored forever until it is manually or automatically unallocated and then allowed to be and freed up to be used elsewhere. And then we have big O notation, which is basically what you use to analyze how much memory and time your algorithm is taking up. And you go based off of worst case. Like all analogies, there may be some things that don't line up, but it's probably close enough to think about it that way. Now, that is the point of analogies, to help comprehension. You don't want to listen now? Persona 4 Dancing All Night OST. I want to listen to Specialist. Specialist. I swear they had Specialist somewhere. Do they not have Specialist here? Oh. Oh, there it is. This is the version I want to listen to. Okay, back to this. And then we have SQL stuff. This is just stuff that they wanted to know. Maybe I should study this. I should probably look at what my job listing is real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna pull this up, not on screen. It's probably good not to show this, but I'm gonna see what job listing I'm gonna look at what job I'm even applying for. Might be good to know. And see like what's like things they'd want me to know. The position is mid software developer. They're calling me mid. Now, do they have a listing to the job? Maybe I should start listing. Maybe I should start saving the actual link to the positions that I'm applying for. Might be good. Okay, here's the job position. Okay, fun fact, there are 5 steps to this process. I'm apparently on step 3, which is the interview. And then there's gonna be probably like another culture, maybe like another technical interview. And then number 5 is probably like a final check interview. 5 steps. Yeah, but like I think the first step's like applying. Second step, like they accepted your application. And then the third step's, I'm not saying it's 5 interviews. It's not 5 interviews. Like I'm on step 3. So I think there's 3 interviews. It's just showing me like this bar for like what step I'm on, and I'm on step 3 of 5, and I'm only on my first interview, so I'm assuming there's 3 interviews. That's better. I think 3 interviews is very average. I think 2 to 3 is probably like a very average amount of interviews for like a more like a smaller company, smaller tech company. Am I saying I'm not mid? I guess I am. View job description. Here we go. Let's see. They're looking for, what are they looking for? Job details. They will be responsible for development. Okay, let's see. Software engineer will develop solutions with the guidance of senior level engineers and project managers. They need stakeholders. Development of software solutions would include web applications, backend, scripts, add-ons, modifications to software, and new software solutions. Responsible for full stack, and front and GUI and UI. Let's see. It's going to be Agile, Scrum. Yeah, let's see. DevSecOps toolchain. What am I listening to? Wow, that was actually Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I was like, what am I listening to? What is DevSecOps toolchain? I should pull this up. DevSecOps toolchain is a collection of tools that integrate security into software development process. Interesting. Oh, we got a nice picture we can look at. All right, let's take a look at this together, guys. So this is the DevSecOps toolchain. So first, it goes here. This means nothing to me. I don't know security at all. What is Chaos Monkey? Like, what? This means nothing to me. Like, this is basically just a bunch of security stuff that's integrated into the flippin' code, but I don't get it. Modified Dungeons and Dragons. What if it's just 2 steps and the last is the offer? That's possible too. Yeah, I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. It's gonna be like 2 to 3 steps, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. Oh. I want to increase the outline on my days on time. Days on time. We're gonna make that like 8, 10 maybe. 10 seems good. Maybe like a 12 actually. 16. I'd like to split this into 2. Here we go. And then stick this in the corner. Distance on time, 11. Let's see. So this is a technical culture interview. No, this is a completely different company. This is a completely different company than the one I'm interviewing with. The one I interview with, I'm interviewing with again tomorrow. And that's like a culture fit interview. And then today's a brand new interview. What am I trying to do with the code? I'm just practicing. I have an interview today, Spade, so I'm just trying to practice my interview questions and just getting ready, make sure I'm ready. All right, Hannah, I think I'm ready for your questions now. I've gone through some technical stuff. Hopefully it's enough. Maybe it's not, but I think I'm ready for your questions now, at the very least. Yep. A wage slave again tomorrow. Wait, why tomorrow? How basic do I want to start? I don't know. Probably like just what do you think is the most useful to ask? No? We got the generic boring ones versus the slightly more deep ones. Probably just whatever you think would be most useful to ask. I'll nail a culture interview and then get an immediate offer. Even if I got, I don't know. I think I don't get an immediate offer is how that one works. I think the offer comes in when I would start, and that would be around, I don't know actually. And even if I get an immediate offer, I just ask for time, right? Describe my ideal working conditions. Well, my ideal working conditions would be probably where I'm working from home. Wait, let me see if this job is remote. Let me see if this job is remote real fast. This job. This job is... I'm pretty sure this job is not remote. I wish I could see. Yes, this job is not remote. Okay. All right, so now back to the question. Remote working, if that's what I want, then go for it. Well, yeah, obviously, but you know, that some companies don't like that. Some companies don't like the idea of remote jobs. Anyway. My idea, I don't actually have an idea. What would I say for ideal working conditions? Like, what kind of question is that? I've never encountered that question before. Team environment, manager involvement. I see. Okay, so for me, ideal working conditions would be ones where I can, you know, easily reach out to my teammates about any questions I had. And then one where my manager is ideally hands-off, unless it seems like it's necessary that I need help, because I would like to figure things out for myself, because I think that's the best way to learn. Apparently there's a headline about how everyone was wrong about remote work, both employers and employees. In what sense? Wrong in what sense, Point Nav? What am I listening to? Man, Persona 4 Dancing Online has some wild tracks. You didn't really look into the article. Great. What did you, well, great. What useful information you have. Your guess it had something to do with productivity. I'm sure it did. The question was was it bad or good productivity though? Add on to that first question, how do I feel about meetings? I feel like they are necessary, but should not be overused to bog down the work process. Because my last company, it felt like there was a lot of times where we just had excess meetings, and it felt like they really could have just been handled in an email, or they didn't need nothing really got accomplished at the meeting. Also, if you have any critiques about my answers, please respond to that too, because I think I might be a little blunt with my answers. Not much might not be good. Say in that situation again, how would I address it? Honestly, I would just try to make use of the meeting. I mean, if the meeting's already happening, I mean, clearly there's usually something to talk about. So it'd be best to try and at least if the meeting's been scheduled, it's probably best to try and have something prepared to address in that meeting. Excess meetings seem more forced. Is that why I left? No, that is not why I left. And I should probably keep track of any questions that I'm probably struggling to answer, and then write down some answers myself. What is that? Spade. What is that supposed to mean? Right now, your understanding is that I'd be willing to take charge and try to make something useful out of wasted time. Yes, that is what I would say. Is that how I'd actually feel? No, probably not, but that is what I'd say in my interview. In my interview, I'd be like, you know, if I was in that situation again, I would probably try to at least make sure I have one thing prepared for the meeting to make sure that there's at least something to talk about. That being said, you know, there's nothing wrong with having meetings with your teammates and not like really have anything specific to address. It's nice to catch up with people always. But that being said, like, yeah, usually a meeting's getting called and there's usually a reason. It's a trick to always sounding more professional than I really am. The trick is to always sound more professional than I really am. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm obviously never going to bring something to a meeting if I'm being entirely truthful. I will lie without lying. No, I'm just straight lying. I would not bring something to the meeting. These are just words I would say. Would they come to bite me in the back later? Maybe. How's my coding? It was okay. My solution wasn't the best, but it was a solution and I got it done. So better than nothing, I suppose. Missed the Fall Guys song request? Yeah, Emmerich requested it on your behalf, but he didn't use his channel points, so no Fall Guys music got played, unfortunately. So right now we're going over interview questions. Hannah's feeding me some questions to test out, feeding me some like generic interview questions to test out how what my answers would be. And I also went over some like technical knowledge stuff before these questions. Next question. How do I think I handle pressure? Describe a moment where I was under a stressful situation. Probably when I was working on a project dealing with a brand new functionality we were trying to add. Do I know the star? Are these star questions? I don't know. Do I know the star method? It's like search, task, action, reacts, something like that. What is it? I forget. It's something along those lines. Back to the question. So how do I think I handle under pressure? So there's a time basically where I was assigned a new project, and it felt like it was a little overwhelming because it was not something I've dealt with before. But I was essentially assigned to work on a brand new object and try to create a new class, situation, task, action, and result. That was close. That was close enough. I was basically asked to work on a new object and create a brand new solution. And I was a bit overwhelmed because I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. And I wasn't sure what the best method to go about doing this was. But I basically decided to prototype multiple iterations. And then I took this to my team lead and I hashed out like what I thought would be the best solution, but I came up with other solutions, and then we talked it over, ended up coming up with a best solution, which was a variation of one I made, and then I ended up creating like what I thought would end up being the best. And basically, when I was overwhelmed, I went to my team lead and my teammates to ask for questions for things I didn't quite understand or things I wasn't quite prepared for. Usually think a situation as story. You're practicing star is literally the reason you got your internship. Wow. So like basically I'm handed a story, and then if they're asking me like they hand me a situation and task, and then I have to give my action and result. Wait, how does it work? This is your take, but I can make something into an interesting story. I'll be remembered more. Hard to make interesting stories about work though, no? Maybe that's just me personally, but I feel like it's a lot harder to make. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot harder to make stories around work, but maybe you can. You don't know you do it all the time? Maybe it's something I need to work on then, I suppose. So wait, what is star exactly though? Like what is it? Like I understand like the literal definition, but like what does that mean? Like, what are they at? Like, are they asking me? Have I played Halo Reach? Yes. Not the campaign, just multiplayer. How would you preface your question? You can just ask. You didn't need to preface it with question. It's just a common method for interviews nowadays. Okay. But like, what is an example of a star question then? Hello, Sarah. Welcome on in. I'm working on my interview. I'm practicing for my interviews today. So I don't know if I should technically still be on software and game development, but it's fine. Try to be polite. Go back to yep. I mean, is it really that bad just to ask the question? I think that's more normal in chat is all I'm saying. Culture wise, it's all about fitting into where you are doing what you need to do. Oh, Stamina's still here. Figure you would have gone to Taekwondo or something. What am I practicing? Where's the suit at? I do need to make sure I dress up actually, but it's not gonna be a suit today. Today's just going to be shirt and tie, I think. Since they didn't specify. I guess it's just chatting. You're right. Star really is just a way to remember how to properly answer a question. I see. Translate all this to Korean. Why? You've just been lurking? I see. I figure usually Stamina that you usually head out and do something. So that's what I just figured would have happened. But you know, don't be shy. Show off. No, it's okay. I'll be shy. We'll be shy. How do I handle failure? Well, honestly, the best thing to do is learn from it. I mean, obviously nothing's gonna go perfectly the first time or the second time or however many times it takes. But the idea is that hopefully we can review, and it's not, and it, well, first of all, the most important thing is to figure out what went wrong and try to fix the issue if it's pertinent, if it's time sensitive, either to roll back or to try and set out a fix as fast as possible. What was the background? Well, that's not how questions work, Hannah. The interview's not just gonna be like, hold up, go back. Have a good stream. I'm talk to you tonight if you want some tips to you given by others successful. Don't try to remember everything. Okay, wait. Talk to you tonight if I want to hear some tips given to you by others to be successful. To be fair, Parapoppy, I need. Well, I mean, I don't need it, but I am interviewing in an hour. So, well, 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm interviewing in 2 hours. Use star to answer this question. That's why you're trying to help. Use star. You'll doubt I'll remember or care. All right. We'll see you later, Parapoppy. Give an example of a failure. Okay. Am I nervous peer or pooper? No, I would not say I am. I'm gonna fold like I did in OTK part 3. You know what? I don't know. Probably. What I did leading up to it. Okay. What happened as what I did as an action and the result of how it all happened? Neither? No, I mean, isn't that normal? Are people normally nervous bathroom goers? Gotta lock in? I'm always locked in. Maybe too locked in, I never know. Okay, so let's go back to the question then. Let's see, how do I handle failure? Okay. So there was this one time where I basically I pushed out a change to the code that essentially broke the entire solution, and because I forgot to run some what are they called? Unit tests, because I forgot to run some unit tests and write down 6 to 8 situations, remember those, and adapt those to my star interview questions. And I can write them down on a note or side monitor, saves a lot of time, makes it a lot more fluid. Got it. It's very normal for you, but I don't think that's normal for most people, right, Sarah? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, basically, I pushed out the code, which basically broke the entire code. Well, not the entire code base, but it broke a large section of the code base. And luckily, we were on a dev environment, which it doesn't get too far until the QA testers find it. But then we wanted to quickly roll it back so other dev testers could quickly test on that, could continue testing on that server. So the first thing I did was I went and rolled back my changes and make sure everything was working again. And then I analyzed what went wrong and I fixed it and then pushed it back out, luckily, before any actual harm was caused. But honestly, that's probably like the closest failure story I have. Thank you, Parapoppy, appreciate it. Now that you've told me the sauce, I'll have to be too stubborn to do it. I actually already have all this stuff written down. I could write down a couple more stories, but yeah. Dev builds are W indeed. It is nice. It's actually normal response to fight or flight. Empty bladder to be lighter. I see. I just have a small bladder, so I pee often anyway. Just your body thinks breathing is fight or flight. Well, that's... Yep. Questions like that, interviewers are trying to see the soft skills. What soft skills? I don't even know what soft skills I'm showing off there. You gotta go? All right, sounds good, Spade. Sorry I missed when you sent that message. I don't like being soft. I'm always hard. Sus. Did I stay calm? Take responsibility? Did I communicate properly? Ah, okay. So I should point out things like that. And of course, I was able to provide a solution. Got it. So then, okay, got it. So then I probably could have brought up like, okay, so then I pushed out the code and I saw that it broke as, did I see that it broke? Did I hear that it broke? And then I heard that a recent code change broke. So I went to make sure, I went and checked to see if it was my code that was breaking the build. And I found out that it was. I went and talked to my team lead and asked what was the specific issue that caused the code to fail. And then I went and looked into my code and I first rolled back my issue, my push solution, and then I looked into my issue and then fixed what went wrong and then pushed it back out. What would I do if I can't finish a task? If I can't finish a task within the properly allowed time, well, like it can't finish a task in time or in general. If I'm having trouble finishing a task, I would probably reach out to a teammate or a team lead. Once you became aware of the code failure, you took the initiative to see if something could have done. Once I became aware of this code failure, I took initiative to see if something I could have done. Well, I mean, I literally showed initiative by saying I went and talked to my team lead about what went wrong, what by saying what went wrong, and how I said I rolled back my changes, right? That is literally the initiative I showed. You're saying that's how it translates to you. I see. Anyway, so if I can't finish a task within, or let's say I can't finish a task in general. Hello, Hi Choose. Aren't you streaming? You're AFK. I see. Don't worry about it. Anyway, welcome. I'm busy studying for my interview that I have in less than 2 hours. This is hard over Twitch chat. Yeah, that's fair. It's gotta work with it though. Just pointing out the good. Got it. Good luck. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. What was I saying? Oh yeah, back to Sarah's question. So then, what do I do if I can't finish a task? Hello, Avantab Guard. I'm trying to answer my interview question. Calm down. All right. So if I can't finish a task, I will probably, because it's out of my skill set, or out of my skill set, I suppose. Then I'll probably reach out to a team lead, or it's another person on the team, to see if I can brainstorm some ideas about how I'd start doing this, or maybe where I've gotten wrong, or if they just happen to have a solution for me. And then if I'm unable to finish an issue in time, I probably would like to focus on... how I can work with someone to get it done in time. It'd be probably, because what's more important is not learning and try to finish it. It's probably more important to get it out within the proper deadlines. So I should probably see if anyone on the team has spare time, and I would work with them to see if they can help me finish up the project, or help me finish up the... Give me an example. Unfortunately, I don't have any examples around this story. I don't think I've ever failed to meet a deadline. There's just things that fell out of scope, but it's just it's not I've never failed to meet a deadline. There's things we just didn't expect to get around to. If there's no examples, then state that. Oh, really? It's better to say that I don't really have any examples, but my experience is X. Is it really better to say that? That's interesting. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Honestly, you would just say that I would inform the leader and ask them for guidance. Yeah, and then my approach if it does happen later. I see. Okay, so I haven't encountered this issue, because usually with how the agile process works is that there's more critical items that need to get done by the split, but usually all the items I did got finished in the split. So things I didn't finish were usually Red Dead Where. We're probably gonna stream later tonight, I haven't have guard, because I need to prep for my interview, and then by the time I finished my coding problem, there was 2 hours left, and I didn't really feel like starting. Last question. I'm just spending all this time interviewing for prep for it. No, thought about just ending stream. I mean, I am going to stream an hour before the interview to just prep on my own, but I figured it doesn't hurt to get, I mean, these questions are things I wouldn't come up with on my own, so I figured it doesn't hurt to actually just stay on stream and ask these questions. But yeah, I will be spending time on my own at right before the interview, just to analyze and make sure I'm studied up, and then look more into the company. Evening stream? Yes, point app. Next question. How do I measure success? I would say I measure success. Is this a story? Is this a star one, by the way? How would I apply a story about success? W interview? We'll see. I'll report back and see if it's a W interview. Stream while you're sleeping. I hope you get to stay asleep and get proper rest stamina. You don't really have experience with interviews, but you think being honest and polite is the best. That is true, but you still have to put your best foot forward, I think, Sarah, because I feel like you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm honest. You can be honest and polite, but that doesn't really show your skill sets always. Not really, but you can try. No, I really can't think of a story around this one. It doesn't even make sense. Like a moment when I feel like a project was successful. Thoughts on the Luka trade? This is for chat. Yeah, I'm sure John has some thoughts. John's a basketball guy. I know you're talking about how the Luka trade was a big fumble. Is that what you're saying, Parapoppy? I actually don't know. It's work up until a certain point. It's work up until a certain point. Can't be like, just here for the money. Well, obviously not that honest. Being honest isn't a whale. L, get away with as much lying as you can. No cap, you got a shower? All right. John, you should hurry up and start stream. I'll pass my viewers on to you and I go actually practice for my interview. I can do a rare John Size raid where I'm ending early. Lie without lying, true. Okay, so back to the question. Where's the interview? When's the interview? In 2 hours. So I'm gonna be ending stream in an hour so I can just prepare and look into the company more on my own and then stuff like that. Remember, I have the support from all my viewers for my interview. I will remember that. Do I want you to give an example of how you would answer the question with any answer? Well, let me first answer the question before getting that. You believe in me? Thank you. Telling me it's possible? I'm not saying it's not, but it's harder when I personally. Yeah, I don't know. Let me answer the question how I would answer it, and then maybe give me an example, Hannah. You've never been in corporate settings, so you really are just talking. I see. Well, I have been in a corporate setting, and I don't know. I still don't know how I got my first job. I just kind of fumbled my way through and somehow ended up getting an offer. Okay, so back to the question. What was the question? How do I measure success? I would honestly measure success probably through the most straightforward indicator of how many, how if we finished all the tasks we needed to get done before the deadline. Right? I don't know how else I'd measure success or what else I'd say for measuring success. For me, it's just if we have X amount of tasks, we change the wording a bit. Okay. Yeah, my mind, it's if we got all the tasks done that needed to get finished within the allotted amount of time. I should probably writing down some of these questions, by the way, and then writing down my answers. He accidentally pushed out code that broke a different part of the code base. So when my team lead reached out and stated that a recent change broke the code, I asked what's the issue, what it was saying the issue was. If there was, I asked if there were any known issues, if there are any known errors, and realized it might have been related to my change. I rolled back my solution and saw that my change had caused the issue and pushed the rollback to get the code working again. Then I focused on what broke and then pushed my changes back out once they were working. Okay. What do I think success means personally? And do you want me to send me a list of questions that you asked me? Hello, Gigi. Doing okay. A little nervous, but other than that, fine. Question, how would I rate my life so far? Am I happy with it? I feel like that's not a question that's gonna come up, Sarah. Let's see. What do I think success means? First of all, do I want you to send me a list of questions you asked me? Sure. Send it in Discord, I guess. Guess who got Ganyu? Me. I got Ganyu. I got an E2 C2 Ganyu. But let me guess, you? Did you pull one? Is this your first one? Are you a recent Genshin player? I forget. You said you recently started like last summer? I forget. Let's see, what do I think success means personally? For me, success means if I've had the opportunity to learn and I've successfully accomplished my task at hand. Even if it required me to get a little bit of help, as long as I was not stalling the team on any other projects and I was able to come away with something new, I believe that I would measure that as success. Let's see, it was your first Lanterite. Oh, neat. This was my second, third? I don't know what Lanterite it was for me. Yes, success means success. Yes. Your previous boss asked you, what do you have pets? And if so, can I see them? You know? W boss. Same question and answer, but give an example of when that happened. Examples. I hate racking my brain for all these examples. No. I mean, it's better to get pushed than to not, right? Is it an online interview? Yes, it is an online interview. Microsoft Teams meeting. Very classic, I know. I'm trying to think now. What am I doing today? Chat or play some League? No, today I am practicing for my interview. GG, I actually have a coding interview because I'm applying for like a software job. I have a coding interview in like 1.5 hours now. And so I'm practicing for that. And then I was planning on starting Red Dead Redemption, but then honestly, the practice went a little too long. So I figured rather than just like playing Red Dead Redemption for 2 hours, I'm going to start Red Dead Redemption next, I'm gonna start Red Dead Redemption after my interview. So I'm probably gonna do an evening stream later tonight. And I figured I'd just focus on studying for now. But yeah, that's currently my plan. We'll see what happens. And I'll report back about my interview and how I think it went. And then if they respond fast enough, maybe I'll report back exactly how it did go. But I don't know. Usually people don't respond that quickly. You love Teams? Wow. Okay. Well, I've never met anyone that loves Teams, but good for you, I guess. When's my interview? In an hour and a half, Dan. You are traumatized? About what? Just curious, how do I feel about Microsoft Teams versus Slack versus other company coordination software? But it's better than Slack. Yeah, I think I enjoy Teams better than Slack for sure. Hello, Ro. You use Slack and Discord at work? I don't know what other company coordination software there is. I don't think I've really encountered any. I need a different song. There we go. Can't wait to find out this has all been copyright claimed. Feels like all this music would get copyright claimed, but I don't know. You enjoy Teams too. Are you also a corporate wage slave, bro? You can't bear studying and working too much. Energy taking. Studying and working. Well, what do you do? Never study or work, GG? Once I start getting technical interviews, they get really serious. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Sarah, I think I have to put this much effort into interviews. It's just there's just a lot that goes into finding a job, like especially like one like post-degree job. There's like, at least in software, there's a lot of steps usually. Like people usually have to deal with. Okay, I'm not trying to listen to this. There's usually like I'm just gonna go back to my chill playlist actually. So there's usually like multiple steps to an interview. And it's like basically maybe you can be a little more lax in the beginning, but it's like it's a lot of work. Like it's a lot of, especially for computer science, there's a lot of studying that needs to get done because there's just the level of problems you get asked are a lot harder. Like I recently had an interview for X, like a technical interview, totally botched that because I literally just wasn't prepared enough. Like it was just a technical question and I just didn't know. I mean, I had an idea, but I wasn't able to successfully solve it in time. That's why you're studying. I see. Although Slack is more secure than Discord, there are rules to how you use Discord. I mean, sure. You're in graphics design, Sarah. I see. You saw John? Did I see John's Q&A video? I did see John's Q&A video. It was a good video. I did enjoy that. If any of you are interested, I'm sure you could all figure it out where it is. Look up John Sai on YouTube. I don't know. John Sai Q&A. I'm sure it'll pop up. You're gonna start working after you graduate university. Well, I have graduated university, so I'm trying to start working, GG. So I'm long past your position. In fact, I graduated university years ago at this point. Once you start flying for corporate, it gets competitive. You just gotta make sure you stand out. Yep. Graphic design is cool. That is true. In your field, it is legit mostly portfolio work and how quickly you get it out. That's the thing. In software, technically, you could have a strong portfolio too, but I don't have a strong portfolio. So in exchange, I have to do all this interview prep. It's all fun until you get a logo of company and MF and PowerPoint. Also, 99% portfolio for you. Yeah, if you're in the games industry, portfolio is probably a lot more important if you're prepped too. For software in general, that's not like games, I would say that it can be either a mix of portfolio or it's a mix of portfolio and like preparation, I would say. The degree is just a check mark. Yeah. And even then, it's not even a necessary check mark, right? Oh no, you're saying it's like a check mark people check off the list, but like yeah, it's not a necessary check mark for people hiring. Thank you for the high grade, GG. I don't have water on me. I guess I can run and get water real quick. I'll be right back. Grabbing water. It's not required. The degree is not required, but it makes it a lot harder without it. That's fair. Let's see. Is Sarah out of school? Sounds like you've dealt with your favorite type of people in corporate. You're graduating this year, writing a thesis, and then you're done with everything else. Oh, nice. Push through. You're almost there. Also, thank you for the high grade, GG. I hope you make it through school at the very least. You're doing custom content for The Sims 4, basically modeling furniture and making it into assets for the game. Ah, are you like in a games program, Sarah? No, I guess you're graphic design. That's interesting. For your thesis, wait. What is your major? Is your major graphics design? What is the major actually called? So interesting. Never encountered that before. And then your major is graphics and media technology. Huh. So you can, and then for your thesis, you can make modeling furniture. You can model furniture and make it into assets for The Sims 4. That is very interesting. Huh. You have 3D modeling and animation. I've actually done 3D modeling and animation. You're in the presence of a modder. I guess they are just a modder at the end of the day. I've actually had an experience in 3D modeling and animation, yeah. Because I graduated with a major in computer science, but I had an emphasis in entertainment, arts, and engineering is what it was called. So basically, I made a game for like my senior project and stuff, and like I had to take like 3D modeling classes and animation classes. So those are pretty fun, but probably not something I wanted to go into. Your mentor was super excited to do this with you because you never heard of it. Back to questions. All right, well, back to questions. Back to the not fun stuff. We have 30 minutes left before stream's gonna end today, so let's make it count, I suppose. Wait, I want to show off the thing I 3D modeled though. I actually have no idea how to show it off though. I think I have to download Maya and stuff. Like I worked super hard on like an Ace Attorney model I made, but it's just like I can't open it because I don't have Maya anymore. You used to dabble in Minecraft mods, custom stories from Amnesia, Dark Descent, and server stuff with Gary's mod. I see. You don't dabble anymore though? Time is running out. What is the immediate value I think I can bring to this company? Well, with my skill sets, I believe I can, I don't know actually. What immediate value can I bring to this company? Immediate value. Huh. What immediate value can I bring to this company? I do have the OBG file satellite trick. It's because I have an interview at 3:30 my time. Don't forget to change. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that point, Nav. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what immediate value I can bring to a company, guys. What? How would I answer this? I think my skill sets would be a great. I think my tech stack is very is a good match. I can show OBJ with Windows. Oh, let me see if I have an OBJ file later. Okay, let's think soft skills. Okay. There's even 3D browser programs to open OBJ files. All right, I'm gonna open this up real quick then. I love getting distracted. This is not the file. This is the wrong USB. Am I a personality hire? What does that mean? What is a personality hire? Am I a quick learner? Oh, I see. Let's think. Am I a quick learner? I see what you're having. Sorry, I missed your first question. Do I think I can be a fresh set of eyes? Got it. I don't know. How would I answer the question though? Has anyone ever heard of Engview? I've never heard of that myself, Sarah. Huh. Engview. No, I don't think I have. Let's see. How would I answer this question, honestly? We're lucky? I see. I just don't know how I'd answer this, Hannah. Programming for designing packaging. Interesting. Do I have the confidence to jump to a new project and take charge? I'll be honest, honestly, I don't have any of these qualities that you've listed is the problem. The issue is, there's a lot of approaches to this one. I don't have any of these I honestly don't have the confidence to answer any of these as a yes, definitive yes for me. I wouldn't say I'm a quick learner. I mean, maybe I could be a personality hire, but that's not really what I want to pander. That's not an answer I want to pander towards, especially in like a tech job. Fresh set of eyes, maybe, but honestly, that means you have to be innovative and be able to bring new things to the table. And then I definitely don't have the confidence to jump to a new project and take charge. Obviously, I have to get a job at Daico. Obviously. What are my strengths and weaknesses? I know my weaknesses. For me, like my weaknesses, I would say I'm a little bit of a slow starter. I tend to get overwhelmed when I jump into something new. But once I warm into it, I usually get pretty diligent about just sticking onto it and and I'm pretty diligent about sticking through it and then getting through. What am I trying to say here? About sticking to the project and then finishing through. My strengths. What are my strengths, guys? Your earlier question is really just the variant strengths and weaknesses, honestly. Yeah, the problem is I don't know my strengths. That is the issue. What would I say my strengths are? Should probably write this down somewhere. Greatest strengths. Just say I'm proactive and diligent, like I said, and give real life examples. Lethal face card? What? Open with that, it'd be so funny. I'd be so memorable. Open with what? Show off how funny I could be? What did I even say? Show how I did streaming as a personal project on the side and streamed every day and made shorts every night? Do I not know what face card means? No. I don't get it. It means I'm hot. Ah, yes. Great. Greatest strength. Yeah, I guess I probably have to stick with our diligence, right? I think diligence is probably one of my strong points. Let's see. I'm very diligent, strong-headed. That's not a good trait to list. It can be useful, but it's not a good trait to list, Sarah. It's always good to list off 3. So diligence. Okay, so diligence. Is proactive really one of my traits? Give a story to back it up. Yeah, I'll write down some traits and I'll try to get a story for each of them. The problem is I need to come up with a story now. Detail-oriented. Yeah. I don't know what story I'd give around detail-oriented though. It's just so generic. I could talk about stream. I could. Picked it up. I really can. You think I need better stories in general, with previous answers too. I see. Doesn't have to be about work. Dang, Dan's saying my answers stink. Like the failed one, just say I rolled back the changes, roll the changes back. Isn't that interesting? Well, I'm not saying I just rolled the changes back. I'm saying I rolled the changes back so the code base was working again, and I focused on what went wrong, and then, well, I mean, I'm saying I rolled the changes back and then I've made the fixes and then pushed the changes back out. Sure, that is basically all I'm saying with that story. You got your Thomas Twitch recap, like your monthly recap. Don't talk about stream. They'll think I don't shower. Okay, Sarah. My creative work well on. I'm creative and work well on a team. I'm creative and work well on a team. You shared it with me. I'm assuming in Discord. I'll take a look later. I'm not sure I have a good failure story then is the thing, Dan. Should I just say I have no story then and explain what I would do? Because I feel like if the failure story, I identified the problem, fixed it, applied immediate fix so it was at least working again, and then I went and seeked out a solution to fix it, and then I applied the fix. Is essentially what happened in the story, but I mean, when you talk about what the story actually is, not much happened. Think of a personal one, not just work ones. I don't have personal failures that much either. Like I can't say I've had like a hard fail in life. They're trying to know me more. No, I get it. The problem is I just don't have stories. How do I feel about the failure? That's the whole point. Is I don't view it as a failure because it's just like it's on like a dev solution, a dev set. Like I don't like have any strong failures in my life. Personal failure, OTK chapter 3. Okay, but I didn't do anything with that. To be fair, point nav. I don't seem like a great team player, to be honest. I don't know. I think I work well on a team. Just talking to a coworker and rolling back changes is a standard procedure. Yeah, I know. It does seem like it's a very standard story. It's about how I recover and bounce back. Yeah, but the problem is I never bounced back from OTK chapter 3, right? I just, that's it. That was it. That was literally just stopped there. Personal failure, OTK chapters 1 and 2 and came back strong in chapter 3. I guess that's true. What about me and snowboarding? Are these really the stories people are looking for? You're sure I've fallen plenty of times? Okay, but is that really a failure? In my mind, it's just a learning process. So for me, like a failure is like a hard stop. Like you hit rock bottom and like you're actually having something. It's something I can say, I guess. Like I could say like the OTK stuff is probably a personal failure for like chapters 1 and 2. But then I still ended up failing, to be fair. But I'm still streaming. I guess that's fair. Let's define failure then. How do I handle disappointment? Is that a better question? How do I handle disappointments? Someone started talking about snowboarding interview, you're not hiring them. How would I handle disappointments? I'm not sure. Let's see. Disappointment? Trying to think what I do. I feel like usually my answer is just to push forward and just keep going. I usually don't let failure. I usually don't like let setbacks stop me. And I keep just going for it until I find a solution. That's my answer, I guess. But then I need a story. It's fine that I have answers, but the problem is I need stories and I need better ones. There's nothing wrong with the answer. Yeah, I know, but I have lots of stories. Yeah, but I don't know if I have any good ones. Screw stories. No, apparently I need some stories from my star. It doesn't come to mind that it doesn't, I guess. At least for diligence, I'm going to write down for strength, and then I'm going to actually just put down streaming. Started streaming as a Stripe project and treated it as an actual job by trying to stream every weekday and edit every day too, and edit every day on top of that. Star is useful, but you don't need to do it for every question. Is it a big firm that I'm applying to? I don't think they're big. I think they're like middle-sized. It's a good way to show that there's more to me than just a corporate drone who Googled answers to interview questions. That's pretty much it. Maybe I should start Googling some questions on ChatGPT. Show them I'm a corporate drone. I can be an AI corporate drone. To be honest, if I can't think of stories, that's okay. Yeah, but I should probably write some down. I should probably have some written down. Man, and here I was just worried about the coding interview portion, or like the technical portion. Now I'm worried about both portions. That's fine. Did you scare me? No, probably. I mean, scare, I guess. Sure. I wouldn't say it's that deep, but I am probably worried about both portions of the interview, which, to be fair, probably should have been in the first place. Maybe you should have started off lighter. I don't think that's gonna matter. What's not gonna change? It's not like the interview questions are gonna start off lighter. Sorry, these questions are too scary for me. Could you actually give me some easier questions? That's not how it works here. Okay, so I should start probably getting some more strengths and then have some more examples. The biggest thing is my strongest answers are going to be where I have examples. Because otherwise I think I can give competent answers. It's just, I think my storytelling is probably my weakest aspect. You wouldn't be worried, I'm a good talker. I'm practically I talk to myself practically every day. That's, as I said, I'm not worried about my answers. I'm worried about my storytelling. I think I can competently answer most of the questions that come my way. I just don't know if I have a good stories that back it up. Also, make sure I know a little bit about the company, because you know that was a problem before. Yeah, I am spending an hour before stream to like look into the company, make sure I get dressed, and then just do a little more touch up on my own. So yeah, I will be doing that. For what it's worth, you think I'll be fine? I'll be able to show off my charm properly. Yes, of course. You say that, but I get nervous too, guys. There's times I freeze up too. These answers don't always just flow smoothly out of my mouth. But to be fair, it's not like you guys have ever seen me in like a nervous scenario. Usually, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you guys have really seen me in like a nervous scenario where I can't talk. Not nervous enough to puke. I've never been that nervous. And even if I am nervous, I'm pretty good at hiding it, I would say. Like, it would never be... I'm never, like, nervous to the point where, like, it'll impede how I'm answering questions and stuff. You're sure you would never tell? Yeah. I really don't think anyone would know if I'm nervous or not. Like probably the most nervous I've been on stream is probably OTK Chapter 3. And I was very in my head, and I thought I did a terrible job, like, presenting. But then people said I did fine, but it just seems like it didn't land with the judges, which is a different point entirely. But it seems like, yeah, like, people couldn't tell as much that I wasn't nervous, that I was nervous, but I don't know. I think I start to ramble a little bit and just say things that aren't as pertinent to the topic when I'm nervous. You puked 5 minutes before you have to be on stage for a world championship. Wait, were you on a world championship, on stage for a world champ? What world championship were you on a stage for, Sarah? What? Like, puking is unfortunate, but like dancing, what kind of dance? Who are you? Welcome back, Spade. I am about to end stream in like 12 minutes, but you know, welcome back. Used to be a dancer before you got sick. Dang. What kind of dance was it? I'm gonna see if I can pull up my 3D model. Ooh, I have an MA file. I do not have an OBJ file. Is Satellite Drake still around? Am I able to open OBJ file or MA files on Google? No, that's Maya specific. I see. Okay, well, guess I can never view this file. Guess you guys will never get to see my beautiful 3D model that I made. You did jazz, ballet, show dance, and contemporary. Also ballet on the side. Ah, neat. A lot of dancing. That's a lot of dancing. Jeez. So what was the world champion? You were world champions that year, by the way. Oh, nice. What was the world championship for? What type of dance? Just send it to one of my friends with Maya. I mean, I guess. But then what would they do? Send me screenshots? It's like, I want to like open it up and show it off on stream, you know? It's gonna be 10 years ago this year. Wow, that is a long time ago. Jazz dance. So it was the jazz dance. I see. The jazz ballet. So they can extract the model. Oh, and what? Like put it into a different file type. All right, maybe I'll look and see Avant Guard. Yeah, if you want to post it in Discord, I'll take a look later. I mean, probably after my interview. Do I want another question? I think I'm okay for now. Might as well hit me with another question. What are we gonna do? Sit around, do nothing? Come on, that's not gonna accomplish anything. I should try to improve as much as I can whilst I can. You were never a dancer, but that's a lot of movements. Yes. Dan, if you got any tips or questions also, I suppose. You've been doing this corporate thing for a while now. I'm sure you've hired some people. Maybe? I don't know. Have you been part of the hiring process? I could not tell you. What do I think motivates me? Man, it's so hard to not say money. It's so hard to not say money. Let's see, what answer would I give? This would totally be a bullcrap answer that I do not believe at all, probably, but I'd be like, I can always open with that. Well, the money wouldn't be bad, but I suppose other things that motivate me are that I want to probably try and learn as much as I can, which is why I'm looking for this new job. That's part of why I quit my previous job, because I wanted to try new things and experience new programming on new projects, because it felt like I was kind of just doing the same thing over there after a certain point, and I wasn't really learning new things. So I'm hoping I can get my hands on different types of projects and see different types of code. You say money 100% back. You can't 100%. You can't hold back. Yeah, that would probably be my answer though. I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm trying to learn new things and experience like what kind of stuff I really want to code, because I'm not really sure what kind of software engineer I want to be yet even. Yeah, that's probably it for that. Straightforward answer. Do I need a story for this one too? I got this. We'll see. We'll see. Not having a job for over a year does not help my case to see. It does not give me a confidence booster, to say the least. You're not worried at all, though. Don't worry, I'll be worried on your behalf. One question: how would I go about solving compile errors? Well, the best way to do that, I would say, is to first of all read the error logs and see where the error is originating from. If from there, if you can't see where the error is starting from, it's best to figure out what areas your code has touched and look at your code specifically, and then put in breakpoints to try and debug and see if you can catch when the error is specifically happening. Once you've what is the word I'm looking for? Once you have narrowed down where the issue is occurring, you can look at what the error is and see what could possibly be causing the issue. It's also good to try and say I believe in the company's product and vision if I do. Yeah, this is why I need to do research in the company. I literally don't even know what this company I'm applying for is. It's fine, I can certainly find one, but it's okay. Got it. Oh, was that like a question for me, Spade, or was that a question for yourself, by the way? Were you asking me how, like, were you asking because you wanted to know how to solve compile errors, or you were asking research the company? I will. Don't worry. I'm gonna have an extra hour once I end stream, so it's fine. I'll have time. We should be good on that front. Let's see, I need a. What should I probably go over after I'm done looking over the company, looking over the job listing, changing? After that, probably just sit around and wait, I guess. Make sure I'm in the interview early. Maybe go over my technical stuff one more time. I hate the personal questions. Can I say this? I just hate interviewing. You know what? It's F interviewing. Interviewing sucks. Like, I get why you have to do it, but interviewing sucks. You're asking for me as well. I see. Ugh, interviewing is terrible. I'm glad you agree with me on that, Thorndy. Welcome to the end of stream. I am literally about to end, so I can flip and just go practice for my interview some more. And research. Honestly, you think of interviews less like an interview and more like a conversation. Yeah, I can't think of it like that. It's too question and answer coded to be thought of as like a conversation. Interviewing is quite difficult, but just keep on trying to apply. That's what I'm doing. That's what we're working on. Just be myself. I'm great. Well, we'll see if that's enough. Like I said, I don't think I have issues in my personable skills. I think I'm pretty confident about being like, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm confident in being like personable enough with people. But yeah, I'm worried about A, my technical stuff, and then B, maybe giving like good enough examples. 10 more slime hours, lots of slime hour conversations become question and answer. I think I can think of the interviews as combos. Well, to be fair, those are more conversations than, even though they're question and answer. But so I guess it's just pilled differently. What questions do I have lined up for the interview, by the way? What kind of... I only have one. I usually only have one question. What kind of questions should I have? Only if I join you guys. What questions should I have? The only question I usually have is like, hey, what kind of projects would I be working on? How many people would I be working with? And that's it. That's literally all I have usually prepared. Even if I get rejected, it's like I'll probably actually ask like if there's a remote policy I can use at all. What is your management style? What does that even mean? What am I asking there? What is a management style? When can I get a raid is probably not the question I want to ask right away. Even if I get rejected, it's like there's other companies to work for as well. Of course. You can't just give up just because you failed one place. That is true, Spade. Hands on, hands off. I see. And then I probably like ask about like how my initial my initial days would go, like what would it look like? Am I gonna get trained or like get thrown straight into a project? Because you need your space. Wax on, wax off. What's the workspace culture like? What is that asking? What is that workspace culture? What am I even asking there? Problem is I don't even know what I'm asking for half these questions. Like what the deployment cycles are like. Is that what Point Nev is asking? Or if I need to be on call? Am I working overtime? That's what that means. I see. Okay, that's a good question. I should write that down. Yep, I'm gonna be asking if it's hybrid remote. So let's see. Questions to ask. Questions to ask. What kind of projects will I be working on? How big are the teams? Is there any options for remote, for telecommuting, for working remote? What's the workplace culture like? Is this a family? Will they guilt trip me into terrible working conditions? You thought this you meant how close they are? You're stupid. Have another change reminder. Thank you. You think about how you blatantly lied about your corporate culture in your old job. That was fun. You should have seen the red flags. How you were blatantly lied to about your corporate culture. Yeah, that's probably what happens. What are the best and worst things about working there? Should I really ask that? Sometimes you like to ask questions, they ask you back at them. Interesting. But is that really a good question to ask? What are the best and worst things about working there? I can have them describe a conflict or failure at the workplace. And how it was resolved. That is a ballsy question to ask, Ann. What advice you have, Spade? Okay, let's hear it. Ask that, write that down. Okay. Take the Uno reverse card with me. Honestly, I guess I'll take that with me. Okay, what's your piece of advice, Spade? You can't just leave me hanging there like that. Hold the Uno reverse card like in the meme. Well, if only I had an Uno reverse card on me. Wait, which one were you saying I should write down, Hannah? The best and worst things about working there, or the one about how they describe how they are about the conflict and failure at the workplace and how it's resolved? I honestly don't think I'd ask about the conflict failure at the workplace. I don't know. I'm not ballsy enough. Being early is on time. Being on time is late. Okay. Well, I am planning on showing the interview 10 minutes early. Hopefully I'm not 15 minutes late. Best in things to work. What are some worst things in the workplace? Yeah, that does feel like a good question. I don't know how I feel about the conflict or failure at the workplace question. Okay. Well, guys, my time has come. It is time to do some more independent research about my job interview. As about the conflict one, it's crazy. Yeah, it seems it's a fun and spicy one. It is a crazy question, I'm not gonna lie. Good luck. Yes, thank you. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. At the very least, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream for now. I'll be back again later tonight. We'll report on how we did on the interview, and I want to start Red Dead Redemption 2, so good luck. Remember, I'm always sexy and smart, you know? We take that. Thank you, Sarah, for the compliments. Leave my study guides open, and let's go ahead and stop the music. Boop. And put on this music. All right, then. We'll see everyone around. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream for now. We'll probably just raid out and just drop you all off somewhere. I'm just gonna drop you all off at Haichu's Ustream. You want to stick around for the raid? I also decided, so if you guys remember, we were raided by Flock's Corner the other day on YouTube. And I've decided I'm not going to also raid on YouTube because I don't want to be absent in one person's stream as I'm raiding the other person, because that just feels weird. So I'm probably not going to be raiding on YouTube. So that's going to be staying the same. So YouTube, we're just going to end over there. Thank you all for coming and watching and helping me prepare for my interview and wishing me luck. We'll see what we can do. I apparently just tried to raid myself. Good job, me. Okay. So today we're gonna be raiding Haichus for now. Hopefully we can come back later tonight. I think I'm gonna do it after dinner because I think I have something I need to do around dinner. So I think after dinner is when I'm gonna start stream. So I'll be back around then. So if you wanna see the exact time, I'll post updates on my Discord. Otherwise, I'll be back again tomorrow at my usual time. No, actually not at my usual time because I have another interview tomorrow, but that's besides the point. We'll be starting late tomorrow, so either way, hopefully we can catch you all in the next stream, and until next time, everybody. Oh, also raid messages. Use whichever fits your needs. And until next time, everybody.